Hello everyone, my name is Faris Ibrahim. I'm a student at the University of South Florida, and today I'm going to be creating a video game program consisting of two games written in C languages. So to start off, my first game is going to be a tic-tac-toe game, just like a normal Excel game, and my second game is going to be a number guess game. So for the tic-tac-toe game, I started off by including pretty much the normal C modules that I would normally have in a program, plus the time function, because that would be needed later to create a random number. Next, I went and declared some global variables, and with these global variables, I plan to use them in some function callouts later. So as you can see, these are my function declarations, and this is my main function, and right at the bottom, these are the function definitions. So what each function does, and what are what is the return type of each function, and what is printed at the end. So this is the print board function. This is the function to print, just like the syntax, just like the columns and rows of the tic-tac-toe game. This is a function to check for free spaces. So pretty much if you're playing a tic-tac-toe, you cannot put a value, you cannot put X or O in an occupied space. So this is a function to check if your input is right or wrong. And it returns the number of free spaces, so if you can continue to play or not. This is a function called player choice, or you can call it player move. This function takes the player, or in other words, a user's input, and it I set it by default to the character X. So this is going to take the character X and distribute it along the rows and columns. So rows are declared as X and columns are declared as Y's. And then the array board is going to be what's controlling the location of each X and each O. And as you can see now, if board X, board Y does not equal space, that means that we don't have enough space. So the user can no longer play. This is a computer choice function. It's pretty much the same function. Doesn't really have much differences, except the rand function, because the computer is going to be choosing the character O, but it's going to be putting it at random places. So this is the main difference. This is the check winner function. So this is the function that has all the winning conditions, so like what defines a winning game, and how do you know if the user won or if the user lost. So these are the conditions that we have. So as you can see, we have loops. So if board 0 equals board 1, this is to compare the locations of the X's and O's and whether they are lined up or not. And then we're returning their location to use it later in another function. So yeah, and at the end we're returning a space, because we still have to finish the game even after putting one input. This is the print winner function, and this is the only function that has a parameter, and it has the winner character variable as its parameter, and it's going to operate based on what we get from the check winner function. So we're just going to run our program now. So we're going to start off by choosing game 1, and then row 3 column 3, row 2 column 2, and then row 1 column 1, which lines up perfectly, and we win. Okay, so this is the second part of my project. This is the second game, which is the number guess game. I'm just gonna run it once because I'm almost out of time. So this is gonna run when game equals 2. So when we test when game equals 3, it's not gonna run. But now when we test when game equals 2, it will run. So we're just gonna keep inputting numbers until we get the correct one. Yeah.